Hi guys, today I am reviewing a sequel to a film that I've already reviewed, and I'm going to be reviewing Camp Blood 2. Now, if you've seen my review for the first one, you'll know that I said it's a very, 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 very low budget film, and this is just as low budget. You can tell by the audio and video quality that it's a really low budget film. It's like I said with the first one, it's like a college film, you know. It's poorly directed, it's poorly edited, the audio, there's no editing that, and you can tell when it cuts audio, and like 1 minute there'll be like background noise, the next there won't be, you know, if you've seen low budget films you'll know what I'm talking about. And the video quality is very bad, like the colouring's off, and sometimes it's a bit unclear. However, this one does actually have quite a lot of violence in it. Like, the most memorable bits of the film for me is the broken glass to the eye, and a machete through the mouth, out the back of the head. So, you know, there's some quite good kills in it, actually. I was really surprised. I mean, the first one had, you know, decapitation and, like, a couple of machete kills, but this really did have a lot more violence in it. There's people getting machetes bursting out of people's chests and necks slit, and there was a really good neck slit, and there was quite a lot of flowing blood as well, which I was really surprised about. They did add a lot of violence to this. But, you know, with the first one, I think there's like 6 actors in total in it, but this one had quite a lot of actors and actresses and extras. You know, the setting, it takes place the same place as the first film, and it's got the main character from the first film. She's back in it, and after the first film, she was sort of, I don't know, suspected of being the killer, and she's in a mental asylum. But she's contacted by a film director who are interested in making a film about Camp Blood called Within the Woods, which, by the way, is the name of the third sequel to Camp Blood. It's called Within the Woods. Just thought I'd mention that. So yeah, she agrees to do this film with them, and the cast and crew start getting killed off. So, you know, it's a movie within a movie, and it sort of does take the mick out the first one a little bit. Like, it makes shots at it, and overall the film's pretty funny and obviously gory, but like the humour wasn't intended. The points where I laugh, it wasn't intended, and the actual intended humour was a bit cringy. Like, the characters were kind of annoying. There was a few people that really didn't know me. Like, there was a pothead guy and a drunk rapist pervert, and, you know, they were really annoying. There's a bit of nudity. There's a sex scene in it and a shower scene as well, which shows full frontal female nudity. I just thought I'd mention that as well. What else can I say? The killer also looks a lot better in this one. It's still it's a bit of a cheesy killer with like a cheap mask you can get from like a pound shop. And also, if you notice on the cover, it's a CGI mask. I don't know why they've done that. I think it's to make it look scary, because the mask itself isn't very scary. Also on the back, the pictures, I've literally just watched the film, but I can't remember them 2 scenes actually being in it, so I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, you know, I was a bit bored watching this, but it wasn't an improvement on the second one, but it was definitely not worse. No, it wasn't an improvement on the first one. It definitely wasn't worse than the first one. I think it was released in 2000 as well as, and so was Camp Blood 1 actually, and but this is set a year afterwards. So, if you've seen the first one, you'll probably like it. If you like the first one, you'll like this, but if you didn't like the first one, you would not like this. I should say you should probably avoid this unless you've got like a very, 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 you're really able to watch low budget films, because it really is a low budget film. If you don't mind low budget films, and you're looking for a bit of violence and you're bored, watch this film, I suppose, but I can't really recommend it. I'm giving it a 1 out of 10, same as the first one. 2 out of 10, sorry, same as the first one, and
I just have to give it a 1 because it's a bit harsh giving it a 0, isn't it?
So you'd give it a 0 if you could?
Yeah, it made me fall asleep.
I suppose it's a bit late now, but yeah, you'll fall asleep for anything. But yeah, I suppose there was some slow scenes and a bit interesting, and you didn't really care for the characters, but I did enjoy seeing them killed off, because I didn't like some of them. So, you know, also the killer's motive, I should mention, is a bit silly. The twist at the end, the killer was predictable, because it's a whodunit, you don't really know who the killer is, and it was predictable. But the motive, I don't really understand the motive. I don't think there's a point. You know, and then the ending's a bit sudden too, and doesn't really have it set up for a sequel, but there is a sequel called Within the Woods, and at the moment that isn't out in England. It probably never will be. And it's £10 for me to get it on Amazon as a US import, so I'm not really sure if I'll be able to get that and review it. But in the future, I suppose, if I'm desperate to review it for whatever reason, then I suppose I could get it. But at the moment, I don't think I'll review number 3. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe to me, because I really want to sort of, keep doing this, because I do enjoy it, and I enjoy just people's comments. So please comment and let me know what you think about my reviews and any ways I can improve, because, I just want to, thanks for watching anyway.